come up. Oh God,
Hello and welcome to Mixing with Benny and Friends. It is a Wednesday night and we are mixing. Well, we're not. We're going to chat, mix, do whatever. We have got a special guest on. We've also got the regular crew, which is the chair down at the bottom, which is Kentucky Bill. We've also got our own mixer, Jesus, God, whatever you want to call him, down the corner, is Graham. And unfortunately, as Mixing Jesus can't be here, he's busy doing his shop work, so he's planning on the big opening, so he can't be here. So, and we've also got Zippy from the DIY Flavor Chasers, and a lot of OG, I never can say it right, OGA?
OGA, yes.
OGA?
Yay, yeah.
Yeah. And also has quite a lot of people doing one-shots on a website and distributes them to, it's over at chefs and everything. So, how are you going, everybody? You all right?
Yeah, good.
Good. We will go to Graham. Do you want to go down chat, or Bill, do you want to jump into chat first?
I don't know.
I haven't got my glasses, so I can't.
Oh, I haven't got my glasses. Matey, I don't have my glasses. Hey. Okay. Nobody talk. All right, in chat. Everybody stop talking. Stuart Ayrton, Rawlinson Boy, Mark Taylor, Zippy, Damien Thomas, Craig Brown, Net Reality, Daytime Franklin, Nightbot. Wow, it's in already. Nice to see him. Benny Vapes, Michelle Hughes, how you doing? Simon, how you? Black Country Vapor, Blazing Saddles, Leanda Mangan, I'm hoping. And if it's not, blame Benny. That's how he pronounced it. Albert Valentini, J. Jerry, Kentucky Bill. Wow, good to see you. In.
Everybody type fast. It's so confusing.
Tony again. Lewis Fishing, 901. Mr. Anderson. Hooked on Funk. Mark H. with no spanner. ATC Vape Reviews. How's it going, Ian? Steam Pugs. It seems that name rings a bell. Have we ever had Steam Pugs?
No, I don't think so.
I didn't. Okay. No, I was going to say it sounded familiar. Sheboygan, what's going on? Fee. I told you people stop talking. William O'Neill. Sherlock Holmes. That name rings a bell as well. Oh, I know who it is because he's got a little tiara on, and it's
little
it's broken. So
Princess
Beyond 78. Rocky Tooney, how you doing? Sparks and Fly. And I think I'm down at the bottom. And if I missed you, then I'm old. And Sue Graham. Yeah. Welcome, everyone.
Steampunk says he's never been so insulted. He wanted to be called Princess.
Then my work here is done.
Right, so we're going to do a quick buffet, see what you're vaping. You won't do this, you don't know what you're vaping on. Zippy first.
Oh God, what am I not vaping on?
It's all right, if you do steam pugs, it gives us all flipping.
Yeah,
I'll go around the channel here. This is, I'm vaping on, this is my Voltro, and I'm vaping on my Zippy's Virtual Treat, which is a chocolate toffee mix, which is really good. And I have in this one, this is my Aromomizer V1, and I have Escape in here. This is Mr. Fogg's mix.
What's the mod?
Mr. Fogg.
No, the mod.
Oh, the mod? That's a topside dual.
Okay.
And this is my Aromomizer V2, and in this is it's Golden by Sherlock Holmes. So I've got
the mod.
And the mod, this is the RX Gen 3.
You can tell she's like into mixing and stuff because she's just naming off what flavor it is and what tank. And as far as the mod's concerned, to hell with it, you know.
Who cares about the mod? As long as it fires my coils and gives me good juice.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
When the mod won't fire, we're in trouble.
And you put another mod on, you know.
Exactly.
So, Bill, what are you vaping on?
Mods and tanks mainly. How about you? Oh, that wasn't well.
I just taken over Benny because Benny's just gone into.
I have the heavy hitter with the Squid Industries Chief King on it, and inside that I have some caramel pear ice cream. I have the Ravage 230 with the Asgard Mini on it, and in that I have some raspberry. You need this in your life, and you do need it in your life. And then I also have the Smock D barrel with the Zeus tank on it, and in that I have some straight up. You need this in your life, and that's basically what I'm vaping on.
I'm in shit now. Sorry.
And shit.
I'm in shit.
And you can.
The surreal is downstairs. I can only carry so many mods, Pug. Little.
I'll throw it to Graham, I guess. Or is it?
Well, I've got the DJVs, so I've got that one with the blank on top, and in that I've just got some Silverline Blackcurrant with some salts in. Well, Silverline Blackcurrant salts. So I just put that in. I've got the Steam Crave aroma, the Steam Crave version 2 aroma, right? Oh Christ, I've got another word I can't say.
You know, I just call it this.
Aromamizer.
Aromamizer?
Yes,
No,
there you go.
It's called the miser.
Sodomizer in there.
Sodomizer.
Not sodomizer. It's a good job it's after.
I haven't got any Kirisamaloo in there. I've actually got honey nut bourbon custard, and I've got the Minikin 2 with the barrage on top, and I've got some of You Need This in Your Life, which I've actually called Bill's Cupcakes. And I'll pass it to Benny.
Right, thank you very much, Mank. I'm on the Nest. Not on the Nest. I'm tooting on the Nest.
He's gonna hatch.
Yeah, that's on my Nest now. With the DJV, I don't know what's it called? DJV, something or other.
DJV, something.
Yeah.
Deja vu, DJV.
So, yeah, if you get sodomized on the Nest, then you got a problem.
And I'm on some that pink punch stuff, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm also on the Smock X, Nord X, and in that I've got some secret e-liquid that I'm not allowed to show off.
Secret
e-liquid.
Ooh.
Testing.
Now we must know.
Testing.
Yes.
And I'm also on the, and I don't know what this is called, this X-Iron, X-Ron from Vaporesso, and in that I've got some Keep It 100 Mellow Man. But that's more like a cheesecake. It doesn't taste of marshmallow, it tastes more like a cheesecake.
Nicotine free.
But it's not now because I put nicotine in it. So
So then you need to take that off the bottle.
Yeah, peel it off. And that is me. So have a good week. Everybody, I know, Graham, you've been busy passing out because you've been working too hard.
Yeah.
Not used to manual labour, mate, are you?
No, I've been working as well. I've been doing my normal job as well as decorating. Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
World's smallest violin, mate.
No, this is the world's smallest violin.
Yeah, it's just Graham is not used to physical labor, so it's kicking his ass. Yes.
Yeah, it really. I'm actually starting to get used to it now, but over the last 2 weeks, I've just been exhausted constantly. People are ringing me up going, "Where's my website?" I'm like, "That could have been asleep."
Yeah.
It's not done yet.
So, Bill, I ain't talked to you for a while.
I have basically been doing what old people do that don't do anything. Is pretty much how my week's gone.
Wet themselves.
I have, basically made a couple of trips. I've been to, the drugstore, the grocery store, and I think, I went and had my eyes checked. And so, yeah, I've done like doctor visits and drugstore visits and stuff. What old people do,
And Zippy, you had a good week so far?
So far, so good. Just wrangle piggies, so it's same all day long.
So we will get into talking to our guest. As you see, she's called Zippy. Where did Zippy come from?
Oh God. Okay. I'll tell you the quick story, the quick version. Years ago, I had a truck accident. I had a head-on collision with a Super B, they call it. And when I was in the hospital, I was talking to my friend all the time online, and she would change the subject really quick. And then she started going, "Hey, look, squirrel." And now first, when I got walking, I can't remember what my name was, Waddles or something. But then when I got going, I could really like zip around. And she came up with the name, and she called like the squirrel and zipping at the same time. So Zippy got born. So that's how it started. And then everything is squirrels now.
So you and Benny got your name from the same type thing.
Yeah, as is not. Thing is, Zippy over here means it's something totally different over here, because there's a kids television. If you notice up on the title of the thing when I put into episode 31, up above the streets and houses, Zippy. Zippy was a puppet on a show called Rainbow for Children, and had a zip on its mouth.
Oh God!
So the zip, if they wanted to shut it up, they put zip across, and then it will talk.
Sometimes you probably should do that to me. That might be a dual meaning.
So that's what Zippy means. Everybody's putting Benny's definite bungle. Yeah, I am, mate. I'm definitely bungle. How Zippy?
And that makes Bill George.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could be a George.
So that kind of, and now because years and years ago, my collection of squirrel meanies is, I probably have the biggest collection of squirrel meanies in the world.
Squirrel meanies?
Meanies, like little sayings, like pictures.
Oh, okay.
Squirrels,
All right. Yeah. Squirrel
I probably I get them sent to my timeline constantly.
So have you ever vaped squirrel?
No, I think I'll pass
Okay.
on vaping.
Well, I didn't know. Squirrel's actually not bad. Have you ever eaten squirrel?
We don't eat squirrels.
You don't eat squirrels. Okay.
No, we don't.
Squirrel's actually not bad. Yeah.
No.
Well, yes, it's not bad. I mean, I don't like many things. Ask Graham. I like squirrel. Yeah.
Okay, you can like squirrel. I don't want to see a dead squirrel. I hit a squirrel.
You don't. It's like a dead chicken or a dead cow. You don't actually see the dead squirrel. Well, you do, because the squirrel you can't go to the grocery and buy. You have to actually go out and take a 22 and blow its little brains out. but it's tasty. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to
no. Okay.
Tastes like chicken, apparently. Steampunk saying.
Yeah, well,
I've heard
to a certain extent.
We don't kill squirrels. Okay.
How about frog legs?
And you don't eat them. And
you don't eat frog legs either? Because you get
I would eat a frog's leg, but I'm not eating a squirrel.
Okay, well, they taste similar, kind of.
I have limits. See, vaping squirrels, the tails fall up the coils. See?
Well, I mean, you got to trim them with the tails. You trim before you tuck them down into the, to the juice wells. You don't just,
Yeah, you could use it as wiki material.
You use it as your cotton. It's basically what you do with the tail.
So you also have a company called DIY Flavor Chasers.
Yes, I do.
So, first of all, how long have you been vaping?
I've been vaping, well, this December, in a couple of months, will be 10 years.
Right.
Yes. And I've been mixing for just about as long.
Really? So you just got straight into doing mixing when you...
Well, it's kind of a little thing. okay, so the big advertisement, quit smoking and, come see us and we'll hook you up and blah, blah, blah. So I went, it was Christmas time. I went in the store, got all dialed in with Tank and Mod and everything. And then, I tried the different juices. Well, I love this coffee. That's why I still today love coffee mixes. But so I tried the juice in the store and I got home and put it in my tank. Well, it tasted nothing like what was in the store. I tried everything. I did just, but I took the Mod and the Tank back to the store and, like help set this up. And no matter what I did, it wasn't working. It wasn't tasting good. And so then I tried a few more juices and it just, I got frustrated, very, very frustrated because it tasted good in the store, but not at home. So then I don't know what clicked about looking online. So the first site I found was Vaping Underground. Mm. I lived in Vaping Underground for, sorry, Rollinson boy, shut up.
Yeah. Well, it's already said you've got to get your bikini on and I'd get VG.
Yes, I know the VG pool, I know. I just started reading, and that when I started mixing there and vaping, there wasn't a whole lot. So I glued myself to Vaping Underground because there was so much information there. And then it just went from there. I just started, I tried a few mixes and then decided to start creating my own, and away it went. Like it just carried on.
Was the problem when you were first getting them from the store and then you get them back home, were they just not moist enough? Is that what the problem was?
I knew that word was going to come up.
You're like a moist wet wick.
Well, I'm just trying to, I'm asking questions. We ask people here when they're guests questions that.
They were moist. They were moist.
So they were moist, but they just weren't good.
They did not taste. What was disappointing to me was they tasted so good in the store on their testers and everything. You would think that when you take it home, it should taste the same.
And see, here it's the opposite where I'm at, because when you go to the stores, you got them little pins with them little thingies on them. You're hitting it at 5 watts and you're like, I don't taste anything out of this, And if you bring it home and you put it on a tank, you're like, oh, wow, that's good shit. But you can't taste it at all. Where they have, what they have there, RDAs on the goddamn mech for you to test them on or something?
Well, when I first got mine, they had those little I want to think that they're little Kanger cartomizers, the little plastic ones. I can't remember what they're called now.
Kangasaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs is what they're called.
No, Kangasaurs.
Yes. Kangasaurs, yeah. Kangasaurs is more like
Kangasaurs.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't know if it's because so many people were hitting on it and it was just like really embedded with the flavor. I tried so many times.
So you were tasting other people's lips and thinking it tasted good, and then you got home and it's like, no, they need to all vape on this
slobber. Too. That's what it was. Oh my God, all those years, and now I find out what the secret was. There was no slobber.
Yeah, that when did you try your first egg yolk?
Just when my first egg yolk, like flavoring.
Yeah, flavoring. Yeah.
When Frank sent them out, I tried my first egg yolk.
And was it great?
Go there because now you're going to get steam pugs.
Well, everybody wants to know your bowel movement. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But... No, we're not going there. Sorry. Yeah. So that's how that's kind of how it started, and I never stopped. And it became like and back then, I mean, you had TFA, you had Capella, you had Flavor West, and you had Flavor Art. You didn't have all these. So you really had to build recipes and learn how to do it, So it was probably kind of a good thing for me, is that I know how to build from scratch without all the newer flavors kind of,
Yeah. Yeah, because like I say, egg yolk.
Yeah,
egg yolk, they're all over it, egg yolk.
He slipped me some money to get that in, by the way.
Did he? Oh, way to go, Pug.
Yeah, we got a little on the last time we went on last week. Little.
Yeah, it was
Get
a
that
little
question in.
under. Here you go, Bill. When Zippy's on,
Bring up the egg yolk and moist.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Moist egg yolk. Yeah, nothing
Oh,
better,
there we
right?
go. Moist egg yolk.
Well, the Princess says drip tips were too moist, apparently.
Yeah,
Sherlock?
that's probably what it was. She liked it because they had that moist feeling because they had all the other people's saliva all over them. That's what it was.
Well, now I'm going to have to go back and I start all over.
Right.
again
This
now.
coming from a person who thinks eating squirrel is disgusting. I'd rather eat squirrel than other people's spit. That's what it really boils down to.
Yeah. But that's kind of how it started, though, because I couldn't find anything that tasted good. Like it tasted good there, but not at home. And I went through so many tanks. It was like an obsession just to fix this. So it kind of drove me mad.
I think everybody's done that because everybody's trying to find that perfect vape. So that's why you just keep buying more and more gear, innit?
Yeah.
So how long
Of
before you
course.
got into building? As far as your
Actually, it wasn't. I probably got into actually building coils probably about, I would probably say about a year and a half. As a matter of fact, what was really funny is the first time I took a hit off, we all start basically like mouth to lung. So I got this sub-ohm tank. Everybody's, oh, this is cool. You need this sub-ohm tank. So I buy it and I'm trying to do mouth to lung and it's ripping my throat out. And I'm thinking, and people love this thing. And then I just happened to be watching a video and this guy mentions, I think it was actually Rip Tripper. And he was talking about mouth to lung and direct lung. And I'm going, well, what the hell's direct lung? So then he's demonstrating stuff and I'm going, oh, I gotta try that. So boom, just like bypass the mouth right down. And that was it. That was it for me. I was all over that shit.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. We'll have to watch it.
you
We'll
can't
have to 9 o'clock
cuss
as
on
well.
this show.
I know. I heard about the cussing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. William O'Neill said he tried to mix his own e-juice for the first time the other day, and so
Welcome to mixing,
yeah,
William.
do more than that. Than you will.
Welcome to the great big giant rabbit hole.
Yeah, we said that it's a rabbit hole. Best thing to do is go on, like we said, go on to Vaping, onto Vape Community. There's loads of recipes on there, ALR, and just pick some and just play around with them, and then you'll find out where you want to be, and then just build from there, change recipe and mess around with it. That's the best thing to do. I'm guessing that was you're laughing at steam pugs.
Yes, I could just almost taste it.
Eggy chocolate custard, the bowel movements. That's that's a good name though. Moist eggy bowel movements. Yes.
I think Pugs, the next mix you make has got to be named that, and we'll just throw it on the side.
So you went from there. You started vaping, and you think, when did you decide to set up DIY flavor chasers? Then, how did that come around?
That actually came about an accident as well. What happened is I got hooked on One Stop DIY Lucky Shot, but you couldn't get it here in Canada. You had to order it from the States. So the fairy, everybody knows the juice fairy. Her and I got talking about it. And she says, well, why don't you just bring it to Canada? If nobody's got it, bring it to Canada. So that's kind of how it started. We set up a website and then I ordered gallons of Lucky Shot and Lotta Latte and, a few others, brought them in and I started selling them. But then the suggestion was, well, you can't just have those. Why don't we do like a couple one shots? Because basically OSDIY is sort of, those flavorings they are like a one shot.
Yeah.
So kind of went with the theme of one shots. So that's kind of how it started. Was I had about 4 or 5 mixes on the site. I threw some of the recipes that I had created, and Fairy threw some of the ones she had created, and we threw them on there, plus with the OS DIY. And that's kind of how it started.
Right. Because you've got a fair few mixers on there. I've looked through, and you've got fresh and all sorts on there, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have looked through to see what you've got, because obviously we get ours from chefs. If you want, there's a lot of places who do one shot. We have, as Basic Liquid, they do them, but yours are all at chefs, aren't they? It's chefs, all the flavor chasers.
Yeah, no, not all of them. Actually, what's at chefs right now is obviously myself.
Yeah.
Develops there. Sherlock Ohms, Mr. Fogg, Tam Vapes, Luke Loop, the Juice
Nick.
Fairy, Immortal, Nick Evans, Immortal. I think, yes, that's who I got. There's 7 of us there now. And word has it that when chefs reorders that possibly fresh will be going to
Right.
chefs. Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
did they approach you then, chefs, or how did that?
No, I had been at chefs years ago, and then I at the time I was not in a good place, so it kind of went different ways. So then I thought, well, it's time to, after I had all the mixers on, it's time to kind of expand our territory. So I approached actually Lewis and had to talk to him, and the rest is history. There we go.
Right.
We was there. Yes.
So yeah, so you can check out. We'd say this with when we had Nick on. Go over to chefs, have a look for the recipes there. For the.
Well,
one-shots
they're
there.
all under. Just so you know, if you go to look on there, they're not under Flavor Chasers. They're all under our individual
Yes.
names. Yeah. Well, I thought at one point they would kind of be all under Flavor Chaser, but Lewis decided to put it all as separate like mixers. So
Right.
which is fine.
I suppose that one way that is gives them exposure, but it'd be easier if they were all under one banner.
Well, I don't know. He must have had a reason for doing it that way. So I don't know, and I never asked him. I mean, I was just happy to get back onto chefs again. So whatever he wanted on the site was fine. I mean, it's his site, so if you want
Yeah.
So.
Most everybody that you have on Flavor Chasers, though, basically the proceeds from almost everything goes to like either one charity or another, or
I can give you the list. Okay, I'll start with Mr. Fogg. All the proceeds from Mr. Fogg's one shots go to ATHRA for legalized vaping in Australia. Tam Vapes, all the proceeds from her shot go to CASA in the United States. Vaping community one shots, which are on the site. All the proceeds from those one shots go to support the vaping community website, like the calculator and the forum and stuff. And Fresh 03's one shots, all the proceeds go to the Vagina Humane Society.
If you didn't know, we will talk about that because you only live 45 minutes from Vagina.
I had to say it.
It's
Bill brought it up earlier.
what is the actual name of the town? It is
Regina. It's called
Regina. Okay, yes, it's not actually called Vagina.
No,
Yeah.
it's not actually called Vagina.
We had a little giggle about that because Bill says she lives near Vagina. Well, hey, Vagina?
Shane, I have a link, but it's all. I'll see if I can post it.
It's in
all-
there. Graham's just
Yeah,
popped it in.
is it?
Ned just
Okay.
put it in right
we
above
just-
where Shane asked that question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually
Yeah,
got
you
it on the browser. If you want, shall I bring it up on the browser and just go
Yeah,
through
yeah.
it?
I'll just.
Yeah, you just have to go through the individual.
Don't
So
need
do you
just
do
the-
mechs at all, Zippy? You do mechs, or you just do regulated mods?
Right. Well, I don't have them up here at the moment, but I've got two. I've got the Asmodus Rose Finch, mech, and I have the crystal. I believe, don't quote me, I'm probably going to get shit for this, but I think it's called the AVP crystal tube mod. I have that. I got the Noisy Cricket V2 recently. Yes. So I'm just getting into kind of, I'm really liking it. So, and it doesn't help when people send you really fancy coils.
Yeah. All right, bud, man. Did you take it down?
Yeah.
No.
I
That
just
was
kind of
quick.
a link to show. I'll put it back up again. So
Yeah, we were going to show them.
Call the ones up.
Oh yeah,
you
sure.
want to-
Yeah. Well, yeah, those.
developed.
Yeah, so there's developed shots on there. I'm right after develop under Flavor Chaser. No,
Like that, if you see that, you got a
keep going to
flavor
the
chaser.
F. There I am. There's Flavor Chaser, and then I believe Immortal,
Mhm.
and then there is Luke Loop,
Which is
and then down below that is Mr. Fog. And then you have Sherlock Ohms. He's over there. And then there's Tam Vapes. And at the very bottom is, the Juice Fairy. Yeah. Yeah. So that's all that's there now from Flavor Chasers. But like I said, I have it on good authority that Fresh will probably be going the next round.
You do know the Juice Fairy is not real, right?
No.
No, they're not. That's
Come
just something your
on.
parents made up when you were a kid to tell you about. The Juice Fairy is not real. You know?
You're bursting my bubble. Here I thought she was always the Juice Fairy. And
No.
things
The
magically-
Juice Fairy isn't real. No,
I
it's
always
not.
left my juice under the pillow for her.
Yeah, that's
I
what.
leave flavors under my pillow, and then when I wake up, they're magically mixed.
Yeah.
Damn, is that what you do? Put
My
one in the
first all day vape was from I got from the Juice Fairy. It was Soho and
I
it's two
bet you know
flavors.
Yep.
Two
Soho
flavors, it
and
was-
almond. Soho and
Oh,
almond.
Soho and meringue.
Oh, meringue. Oh, wait. Okay. There's a twist to that recipe that you got
8 and 4, I think it was. 8 and 3.
Well, I got to tell you something, and a lot of people will cringe at this, but you can take Soho up to 15%, and let me tell you, it's damn tasty. Take Soho at 15% and add. I don't have the recipe in front of it. I can't remember. It's FA almond. Throw like whatever the median is. I can't remember offhand for the FA almond. Put that together, and it is very good. Very good mix.
Okay.
I'll find the
I'm
recipe
going to
for you
say
later.
Graham's now
Graham.
getting it out because he likes Soho.
And that's
You
for,
will- you will love
anyone
that.
who gives a bowel movement, steam pugs, not for anyone who gives a shit. You
Yeah.
can't say shit. Bowel movement is what it is.
Shane Gibson's looking for a nice red wine flavour.
Oh, the VTA. No, but Graham, if I can send you, I will find it later, the recipe, and I will send it to you. There's two different versions. You can throw meringue in there too, but the almond and meringue and the Soho is very good.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll send you the recipe after. Just remind me. And I'll
So
send
can we get a red wine?
VTA have one apparently. Joe's
This is
saying.
like BTA grapes, very whiny.
Zippy's kind of whiny as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, I can be whiny too. Yeah.
There's a few, but I don't think it's red wine's one of them ones that you probably won't.
No, I think red wine would be really, really nice. Especially
Really?
if
I
you
don't
do
like
a
wine
Merlot.
anyway, so.
Do you need the
VTA
alcohol?
VTA grapes is like that really kind of tough red wine grape juice that you get. So I would start with that.
And then what alcohol would you put in it?
I wouldn't.
Well, you got to have alcohol in wine. You can't just
Yeah. Hey, if you hand me a glass of wine and it's got no booze in it, we're gonna have a discussion.
Yeah, because I tried to make a wine, and that's how I started. I started making the wine with the vape tray and grape because it's really some some reviews with it's like vinegar, and I was like, it's lovely.
Yeah, but
I
that's
think
what
weird
wine is.
taste.
That's what I take. Wine does taste like vinegar.
Well, that's if you let the flavor escape for too long, then it is.
Was it?
Yeah,
Well,
if you put a little egg yolk in, it kills
Oh
that
God,
vinegar
here we
taste.
go with the
Yeah.
egg yolk. No, egg yolk and wine. No.
thing is, Welch's grape juice. Somebody said it tasted like.
Welch's grape juice is like a real strong grape.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah.
I've never really done a lot of grapes.
I just messed around a little
I
bit.
looked
with
for a grape for a long while when I was first
But
getting
I
into
found them a
mixing,
little-
and basically after a while, I was kind of told there are no good grapes.
Well, I just kind of like it. I mean, never mind the egg yolks. You know where you gravitate to certain flavors. Grape has
Strawberry.
just been like over there. I
Mhm.
have grape. Don't get me wrong. I have grapes,
Mhm.
but I just never really wanted to play with them. Like
I kind of like playing with my grapes, to be honest with you.
Liam saying a low dose of VT vodka or brandy gives you that
Brandy,
alcohol.
right? Yep, that would probably work.
yeah.
A low
Yeah.
dose. Yeah.
Brandy would probably be really good. I've never tried the red wine, so I can't judge, but brandy's good in everything.
Yeah.
And Shane Gibson's also after an eggnog.
Now there we go with an egg yolk.
There.
Eggnog, it's right in the
Go,
name.
Steve. There's your open door, an eggnog, an egg
Yeah.
yolk.
Yeah.
Hi, Tony.
So an eggnog, you could just about put the egg yolk in a custard and just about come up with an eggnog, right?
Yeah. You probably could if you put enough egg yolk in there. It would be an eggnog.
Yeah. Grapes
I
are quite
just
big
saw
over
the
there. Quite a lot of
grape
flavours
water.
over here. Commercial flavours are grape.
Yeah. But then how does grape run in conjunction with black currant? Is black currant just a whole lot stronger grape, or is because obviously in the US we don't do black currant because they kind of didn't like the bugs or something that come with it or something of that nature.
I
So
think because I've been playing with blackcurrant quite a bit lately. I like I said, I've been working on some mixes.
mhm.
It's like a blueberry on steroids to me.
Yeah.
Like because I'm kind of I want to say I do not like real blueberries because to me they're kind of like they're a ripoff. There's not enough flavor in a blueberry, or I'm blueberry blind.
Yeah. Do you do VSO blueberry? Have you done
Yeah.
it?
I have done the VSO blueberry in a mix, yes, and I can taste the blueberry, but the black currant to me is like that blueberry about 100 times stronger,
Okay.
and use it very low.
Yeah, I have found that blueberry flavourings don't taste like a blueberry when you buy them at shop at all.
I don't know. I could go out and pick blueberries and they just like, it's like, okay, what did all these little tiny things, and they don't really taste very good.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't taste of a great deal, do they?
No. If you're gonna give me a fruit, give me something that like punches me in the mouth like a raspberry or something, but like not a blueberry.
Yeah, grapes slightly different. Grapes a different thing. Grapes are grapes than black currant.
You have white grapes, and you have white grapes and green grapes, and then you have grapes or purple grapes, whatever you want to call them.
Red
So
grapes.
there's different grapes. I mean, it's not all grapes aren't the same. They have different flavors.
Oh yeah.
Well, grape I like grapes, real grapes. Okay, I love those things. I could eat them, like buy a bag of them and just eat them down. Blueberries to me, like I don't know. I was disappointed years ago and never bought them.
Yeah.
Steampug's next flavour that he's going to release for you, Dozer One Shot, he's saying it's a moist chocolate eggy grape and going to call it hemorrhoids.
It will be a hemorrhoid.
That's a great name right there.
Yeah,
Hemorrhoids.
come on,
Yes,
you,
yeah.
you got to make some mixes that suit
Yeah.
those names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Bill, what have you been up to? You been doing any mixing?
Well, if I was going to name that, I'd name it Dingleberry.
Dingleberries. Definitely all over the computer. Then.
You
Yeah,
almost
I
made me spit my
have
water.
been mixing the you need this in your life in a few different things, and basically that's what I put a raspberry in it. I have it with the invisible blueberry because I put blueberry in it, but I still to this day have not tasted any. And then I made it with the raspberry, and even without the blueberry coming through, you need this in your life. Tastes really, really good, you know. And so basically, and then with the raspberry in, you can taste the raspberry. And I'm not really so sure. I like the raspberry and everything, but the raspberry kind of takes away from the base of you need this in your life. And it's not as good to me. And you know, and also I mixed on what's called show the other night, just caramel pear ice cream, and I didn't think I'd like it, and I'm still vaping on the stuff. So, and that's been since Saturday. So it's actually pretty good, you know.
If your blueberry is drowning in there, why don't you add like a little bit of bilberry to the blueberry?
Because my name's Bill, and I'm not going to use any of my berries in anything.
Oh, see, but you'll eat a squirrel. But you will eat a squirrel.
Well, I don't have any bilberry, is what I was trying to say. Yeah, so,
Well,
I just put the link in.
yeah, for bilberry. Oh.
No, for you need this in your life.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so you need this in your life. What's the flavour profile? Because Graham says it makes him fat.
Yeah, it's basically you need this in your life is if you don't like a sweet vape, do not mix it because it is an extremely sweet vape. But if you do like a sweet vape, mix it. It's basically like it's when I first did it right off the shake, it tasted like a very sweet whipped cream, like you took a spoon and dipped into, you know, some Ready Whip or Cool Whip or whatever, and then you sprinkled sugar on top and you put that in your mouth and ate it. That's what it tastes like off the shake. And then the sweetness kind of dies a little bit, but you still get the cream. So it's basically that. It has no whipped cream in it, but it comes out with that flavor, you know, in it.
Cool.
So it's a very sweet, very tasty vape, but it is kind of one of those. I've been vaping it pretty much since I've been making it, but it's not like an all day vape. It's an all day vape. You want it, then you want something else for just a little bit, then you want it again, then you want something else, and then you want it again. So it's not all the time.
See, Tommy B even says FA Bilberry is good. See, you need it.
You need it in your life.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I can add it to this list that I'm coming up with here. So I will. So it enhances blueberry, does it?
Yes.
Okay.
But you want to use it like weenie teeny.
I'm very familiar with teeny weeny. Okay, so I'll be okay. I can figure it out.
Okay, I'm not even going to touch that one with the 10-foot ball.
I was talking about putting a small amount of juice in the flavorings. What I was talking about.
There was a line in there.
So if anybody's got any questions while she's on, please put them into chat if you want to. We're going to talk a little bit about what we're saying, cheesecake. Cheesecake. Because
what's the best cheesecake? Zippy, what is your go-to cheesecake?
Talk about cheesecake.
Well, it's not that.
Yeah. Is that what Graham's eating?
You mean like as my one shot or actually like my recipe?
No, like if you're what I like in yes, we cheesecake is my favorite.
Okay.
Cheesecake.
If you want to talk a cheesecake, I have two that I go to all the time. Normally, I am changing my mind, but New York cheesecake by Capella and cheesecake by Lorenz. Those are my two. But I did get the FA New York cheesecake, and I am liking it. It to me though, it's not as heavy as the Cap New York or the Lorraine, but it's still very good. Like it's a very good cheesecake. I do have Yes Sweet Cheesecake and those. And I have nothing against them. I just, for me personally, I like a heavy cheesecake. Like I really want a heavy cheesecake.
Yeah.
So almost like a pound cake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A pound and a half cake, let's say.
Pound and a half cake. Okay.
Isn't cheesecake just the middle bit, the cheesy cake?
Yeah, forget the crust,
Not the
forget the
base.
topping, just give me the cheese, man.
Tony
yeah,
B saying Wonder Flavors strawberry cheesecake is amazing by itself.
Yes, and Simon Atherton's or Mr. Fogg has his escape is a cheesecake, which is in my tank, which is of course why I'm vaping it, because it's a cheesecake and it's my favorite.
Yeah, Tommy V, the only thing I find with Wonder Flavor strawberry cheesecake, because I have it in here, is I add strawberry to it because it's just not strawberry-ish enough for me. But that's a personal,
Like there's a lot of cheesecakes out, but like I tend to personally gravitate to those, and I'll use a combination as well of the New York Cap and Lorraine's. Usually the New York Cap is the up one, and then I'll throw in a little bit of the Lorraine cheesecake. But like I said, I've been actually playing with the FA New York cheesecake. I'm liking it. Like it's not quite as heavy, like I said, but that can be adjusted with some VM.
Didn't you want to try when first buttermilk came out? You wanted to try that in the cheesecake. Did you try it?
Oh, the buttermilk.
Yeah.
I actually did one little tester, but I'm going back to that because the buttermilk to me will be perfect. I just haven't. I've had a few other projects on the go, but I'm going to be working on another cheesecake here shortly, and that is going to be my experiment, is to see how the buttermilk fits in there. But I'm thinking from the single flavor test that I did, I think it will work out perfectly. So just getting the right balance between the cheesecakes and the buttermilk is going to be where I'm probably going to end up having to play. But yeah.
So what would you normally have on the bottom of a cheesecake?
My favorite, actually, I'll tell you right now, and some people may cringe, but I think it's the best. I Flavor West graham cracker. That is to me the best graham cracker out there. I'm not saying the others are bad, but I find the Flavor West has a little sweeter taste to it. Just like the real, like if you taste a real graham cracker crust on a cheesecake, it's not just plain, there's a bit of a sweetness to it. So I find that the Flavor West one is actually pretty authentic to the real thing.
Because I see a lot of people using, Phil's going to hate me for this, cookie butter.
Cookie butter.
I've seen a lot of people using the cookie butter for the cheesecake base.
I haven't tried that. Now I will say I've done a cheesecake with sugar cookie, and it actually was very good, very good. And it was actually a very, I'll see if I can go back here for a second and see if I can find exactly what I did here. I might as well look up my cheesecakes and kind of go through
Because
there.
in the UK, well, my mum always used to make a cheesecake base with digestive biscuits.
Yeah, but yeah, in a way, a biscuit. That's what.
Yeah.
Put a bit of that on.
Yeah.
And you can get digestive biscuits in Chef's Choice, which Cupcake World.
Yeah.
Put a bit of butter in that.
Yeah, there's supposed to be now I think actually Liam was telling me there's a digestive cookie flavor out, and I want to try that. Okay,
There's
so
Cupcake World's got it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's it. Here's a cheesecake which is a twist on a cheesecake. I use actually Capella cake batter, at 2%. The New York Cheesecake by Cap, and some people may cringe, but that was at like 9%. And Sugar Cookie V1 at 3%. There's a cheesecake right there. You don't need, that's the simplest cheesecake in my world that you can do. I've got ones that are way more complicated, but that's probably the
base to start on.
Yeah, you could take that base and just add whatever you want to it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that's saying on here, because we have different. I think, because I always like Graham's eating cheesecake there. I didn't even know what a Graham cracker was.
I got that cheesecake because Bill said he would get a cheesecake.
No, I did not say I would get a cheesecake. But you know what upsets me more than anything? You're sitting there eating a cheesecake and drinking beer. I mean, that is not, that's, no.
I'm vaping black.
Now here's another mix. I won't give you the percentages because it's basically it's in a shot
it's
form.
secret. Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. So TFA cheesecake graham crust, Loran cheesecake, FA cookie, FA custard, Capella New York cheesecake. Now here's my secret ingredient. I'm letting my secret out. Tyrone, FA Tyrone.
Yeah.
And vanilla swirl. Now that's what I call, that is my heavy duty cheesecake. But what I do, and the reason why I said about the percentages is because I make a base out of that, and then just add it in a recipe, add a percentage. So that's kind of what I do. But that's an example of one of my heavy cheesecake mixes. So
yeah, so if you use that base, you can add whatever you want on top of that, can't you?
Yeah.
That's why I did it, because when I got the mix perfected, I thought, well, I'm not going to keep bringing this out, all these flavors to make it. So I thought, why don't I just make a base? I'll figure out a percentage to use. I mean, that has to be tweaked when you're making the recipe and what you're putting into it, but that's kind of where I went with it. So
yeah,
but that is, like I said, it's a heavy duty cheesecake.
Does that make that steam crave weigh a lot more when you put that heavy of a mix in it? I mean, when you put like a lighter juice in there, or do you find?
Oh yeah, I need a mod boy.
Yeah,
I need a mod boy to carry my mod around and just, okay, hit me.
Michelle Hughes says she's bought cottage cheese. I was just about to say,
finally,
cottage cheese,
and it goes great with apricot.
Oh,
I love it with apricot.
I don't have a cottage cheese. I do. I've been persuaded to get the FLV brie cheese. I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet.
We have some.
I'm always worried with flavors like that I'm going to use it once. I'm going to use it at 0.5%, and then it's going to go back into the drawer for the rest of its life.
Well, I'm thinking. I'm thinking the brie cheese, but it's in my wish list. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. But the brie cheese would probably be good in a cheesecake as well, for that little twang. You know how you get that little note in a cheesecake. So it probably would be good for that. But other than that, I don't, like you, Graham, I don't really know where else I use it.
Yeah, I've just...
My imagination doesn't go running wild with brie cheese.
When we get the chicken tikka flavor concentrate, put some bit of brie cheese on top.
Oh, no.
There you go.
it would be good with squirrel, too, I think.
Yeah.
Could you stop with the squirrels? No squirrels. It's a no squirrel killing zone.
Michelle would hoping you get cottage cheese. I think she would hoping you try it and say it. But Graham,
the other thing I tried with it was the super aroma. Is it the oats? So I tried this with the oats and the apricot, and that just turned it into porridge.
Oh, did it?
Apricot porridge.
So if you like porridge,
yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Can I have some more?
I really don't know if I want to vape porridge.
Thing is, I have a tendency to go, these won't go together. Let's put them together.
Oh,
And normally I just go, okay, they don't go together.
A few
Yeah,
people have tried brie cheese.
Sherlock says use it at 0.1% or less in a cheesecake. So basically, just kind of put the cheesecake there and then just get a whiff of that.
well, yeah, just you know what you do? You just you make the cheesecake and then you just open the bottle and
Bottle
run
it.
it over top.
Right.
of
You don't
it.
pour it. You just get the
No.
flavor, the smell of it,
Yeah.
and then you're done.
No, yeah.
Just go like that. Poof, 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 poof.
Yeah. Let the smell out into the room and it will gravitate into the cheesecake.
Yeah.
So you've been working on, Zippy, what's your next flavour that you're coming out? Because you said you've been working on one.
Oh God, I've got right now. I kind of went on a mixing spree, and somebody else went on a mixing spree. So, well, actually, two other people on mixing sprees besides myself. So I've got about right at the moment. I've released a couple recipes of Sherlock.
I froze.
I released
gone.
one of mine. I donated
Aren't
actually my latest, well, not my latest one, my previous one to the VC community for
Hold up, everybody's freezing.
Everybody's freezing.
it's like police academy.
Must be the line to
Must be an American thing.
Yeah, over the sea.
We've both gone. Oh,
and
And the hack.
I just looked at the computer.
it must have been an American thing because you were both like police academy. What is it? Police squad.
No, so I've got right now 4 or 5 more mixes to add to the site. I'm working on, well, actually now after today will be 6. I've got another one I'm working on because I can't quit. So it's like a virus that's attacked me, of a mixing virus.
So do you have a flavour that you've been wanting to get? Obviously, you've been doing it 10 years. Is there one flavour that you've been trying to get, that unicorn flavour for the last 10 years?
Yes. And if somebody can come up with it, I'll be just... I have always wanted, and I've tried quite a few combinations. You ever had whipping cream?
Yes.
Not made into whipped cream, but whipping cream, like 35% fat cream. I want that. Somebody make me that flavor, because I like I said,
that thick stuff that you start whipping up and it just goes grrr.
Yes, and it turns into whipping cream. I want that flavor. No, not, yes, Tim Tams. Yes, that too, Simon.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me of Tim Tams. It's an addiction. Simon did it to me. They have a treat over there. It's called, I don't know if you guys know of it. It's called Tim Tams. It's like a chocolate cookie or chocolate biscuit. Well, they're freaking addictive. I might as well just rub them on my ass, because when I eat them, that's where it goes. And they're just full of chocolate goodness, and I'm hooked on it. But yeah,
if you can make a Victoria sponge, I'm sure you can get Sherlock Holmes to make you a whipping cream.
Listen, the professionals up there in the chat have been trying to make Tim Tams for years. When they nail it, I'm all over it. But no, I have been on the hunt for that whipping cream, the heavy cream, because I know I could use that in so many places. It would be crazy.
Have you thought?
I did come across.
Have you tried the Devon cream?
Yes, but it's not heavy. It's not the same. It's not the same. I've tried combinations. I've posted in groups. If you want a heavy cream, how would you go? And you get like a plethora of answers. and they just don't hit the mark. Do you know what I mean? Like they're there, but they're close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, because
does
you
that
do talk
darkness-
to flavour companies, have you not approached one of them to see?
I'm going to talk to Frank and tell him to make me one or else. Actually, somebody was going to get a hold of, I forget who it was, a company. I don't know if it was actually, this was a few years ago. I don't know if it was actually Vape Train or who it was that somebody was going to get a hold of and see if they could come up with that flavor. And I've never heard another word since. Now, I did come across a heavy cream. I have not tried it because I found out after I got it, it may or may not be safe to vape. It's from Amaretti, and it says they call it heavy cream.
Right.
But I mean, I jumped all over it, and then after I got it, somebody said, "Well, I think it was actually Roger was the first one that said it to me." Roger, can't even think of his name now. Anyway, Melmanet. He said that it may not be safe, and you can't get any information off Amaretti. So I do still have the bottle, but I have not touched it.
Yeah.
So that's the closest I've come to it. And like I said, if yes, I have tried the one-on-one whipped cream, but it's not the same.
There's a
So have you
there's a darkness
tried?
to that cream? There's a heavy darkness which you get from the. And
Like if you were right now to go and pour a glass of just that whipping cream, you can see how thick it is. If you taste it, it's heavy as hell. It's almost like a custard in a sense, but not. Like it's that thick. And that's what I'm after. And like I said, I've put a few combinations together, well, quite a few. I just it's missing the mark. And
So it's
But
the
that-
texture basically that you're
the
saying is
texture and that heavy and that
The
heaviness,
thickness.
yeah,
that thickness,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
if you could get the mouthfeel of that heavy cream and the heaviness of it, man, that would be I wouldn't know what else to make after that.
I am refraining from saying something.
Some of
here.
you
Yeah, don't-
same
don't-
vanilla cream extra from Wonder Flavors.
I don't know. Like I said, once I get through my little experiment,
yeah.
I'll go at it again. I'll try again.
Well, I ended up with a whipped creamy kind of taste here, and I don't have any whipped cream in it. So, I mean, sometimes you get it without putting in what you're actually after. You know?
Yeah, have you tried egg yolk?
Yeah.
Okay,
Have you
I'll
tried?
try it.
Yeah. Have you tried? I got a
Tried that
question
egg
for
yolk
you.
yet?
I've got a question for you. Have you tried Graham's apple pie?
It's on my list. It is on my list. I do want to make it. I've got it
thought-
written down. I've got.
You told me the other night
was
that you
gonna
would
make it.
have made it
Hang on.
and you would have it done and
Just
you
a
would
minute.
vape it on this show. And you're
Okay.
telling me no?
Do you know who you're talking to? I'm the squirrel. It just takes you to mention one flavor and
So
away I
you
go.
taste good? You know,
I even have it marked. I even have it made up, ready to mix. But I just haven't gotten there because
you sound
I
like
just
Benny.
got-
Benny's got the flavorings and
I
keeps
haven't-
claiming
I've
he has
mixed
no
it yet.
bottle. You know.
he hasn't mixed it. I actually gave him the full concentrate for it, and he still
Yeah.
hasn't mixed
And
it
he
yet.
still hasn't mixed it, and you haven't mixed
And
it.
it's under his name as well.
Yeah, right. It's being
Benny's
sold under his name,
taco
you know.
pie vape mixing with Benny vapes.
oh my god, chicken fetus pie.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that sounds really good. You sure that's not Chicken Festus pie? Wasn't Festus the old guy
Well,
on Gunsmoke, that
Festus,
Western, you know?
It
Marshall
kind of
Dillon?
Uncle Cletus.
So we talk about your favourite cheesecake. Chocolate is another one that people find quite hard when they're coming into mixing.
Chocolate. If you use the wrong chocolate, yes. You know what? This mix here, I'm going to show you. This is chocolate, and if I can show you my screen, I'm vaping it. I'm vaping it at 120 watts. People say you can't vape chocolate at high watts. I call bullshit because I do it all the time. if you have the right chocolates, what I
That's right.
suggest to
What
people,
I-
if you want a good chocolate, an all around good chocolate, I mean, I have a gazillion chocolates, but if you want one that you can vape at whatever watts you want, it doesn't give you that
Cocoa?
powdery cocoa taste,
Oh, wow.
is TFA double chocolate clear. Simple, done. You want to make a chocolate recipe, start there. Then you can expand. But that's
Bill's writing it down. Double chocolate. What would that say? That again? Double
I've
chocolate.
got a list of 5 things that's been running for a few shows now. I'm trying to get it up to a point of about 10 so I can just place an order. So I just write them down as people say them, you know. So
Tommy, I don't have the VSO chocolate. I'm still waiting for the
Bill, have you
VSO.
got VSO chocolate?
no, I don't have VSO chocolate. No, I
No.
don't.
Yes, see, Magnificent is magnificent at 200 watts, and I've done it. He made me do it. But yeah, no, that like people have, once somebody says, heavy duty chocolate, if one person, all it takes is one person to say, oh, you can't vape chocolate at high watts.
Mhm.
And then it's like a steamroller, and it just rolls. And I roll my eyes and shake my head and say, I call bullshit, because I do it all the time. And it depends on the chocolate. Now, if you're talking FA cocoa, okay, hell no, I would not be doing that one. But you could get away with it if you use the FA cocoa really, really low, and it doesn't need much to that. But no, chocolate seems to be a misnomer for people, and I don't know where they're getting the idea that you can't vape it at high watts.
I can't even vape chocolate at low watts. I haven't found a chocolate that you can vape at all.
Oh,
Okay, like I said, okay, so add this to your list, Bill. TFA double chocolate clear.
I've got it on there. It's
There you go, because that one, I guarantee you, you will. If you can't vape that, then you're not vaping chocolate. Period. Done.
Scott Morrison's after a nutty chocolate.
Nutty chocolate.
Yeah, because we have what, whole nuts, you know, with chocolate coating over the top, like a nut with a coat.
A nutty chocolate, you could go a couple of ways with that.
Walnut.
Well, you could do walnut, you could do FA nut mix, you could do
Pistachio.
you can add anything to chocolate. There's a lot of nuts out there. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, there are a lot. We got a lot of them here in chat.
Yeah, I know. They're all here in chat tonight.
Mullenbury Glamour chocolate has a slight nutty taste.
FLV beer nuts is another one you could use. It actually gives you a little bit of the salt with the peanuts, but it's a good flavor, and you don't need much of that. Yeah, just all the FA nuts. There are mixes. Yes,
Get him
I
in,
do.
he's Steve, isn't he? Just get him in.
I'm trying to think of my brain is not on nuts right now. It's on chocolate and cheesecake.
Chocolate and cheesecake. We just filmed nuts in because someone asked for it.
All right,
See, we
yeah,
all these
that's
things
right.
in.
Yeah.
Simon
You've got
Atherton
to
is
have
saying
it.
double choc and Tyrone.
And Tyrone. Tyrone actually is such a underused flavor, and nobody mentions it too often. But it is such a good flavor, that Tyrone. It is really good flavor. And it does add quite a bit. I used it very low in the cheesecake, but it just adds that something. I can't explain it, but it was an accident. I threw it in there by accident. I thought I had another flavor, and I threw the Tyrone in and then tried it, and went, holy shit.
So are you saying Jerome or Tyrone? Which one?
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Oh, Jerome.
Tyrone.
Not Tyrone.
Not Tyrone.
No, I
Tyrone.
don't have a
Okay.
Tyrone here.
He lives down the road. Tyrone.
Yeah, like there's a list that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, Liam's just throwing a list of chocolates if anybody's after chocolates.
Yeah, like I have, like I even have medicine flower chocolate. That's a really good chocolate, and you can use it really low. Like I've got a gazillion chocolates. I'm just
What do you use the TFA double chocolate clear at usually?
Usually about 3% is, now depends on what you're going up against. But 3% would be my start up and down. Yeah.
So if you wanted to make a Maltese,
So 3% either higher or lower.
No,
That
no,
really
I-
helps me a fucking lot, you know?
Well, okay. Okay, do 3%. Just do 3%. Add your raspberries, add whatever you want to it. It will stand up against most flavors. I'm just saying, when I say about going up, I'm telling you to start at 3%. If you find that it's a little overpowering, you could take 2.5, you know, somewhere in there. I've taken that stuff up to 5%, but it was going against like my heavy ass cheesecake. So, but 5% is a little way out.
Oh,
3%
okay.
is probably about the sweet spot.
All right.
Try that. But yeah, FA nut mix, that one. Oh yes, and the roasted hazelnut by Wonder Flavors. Now see, Liam's reminding me. Thank you, Liam.
Yeah.
The Wonder Flavors roasted hazelnut would be good with chocolate. Pistachio is good with chocolate. And FA almond, I actually would. FA almond's okay. I prefer the marzipan a little more than the.
Is that a fish? The marzipan?
Yeah, it's a marzipan.
Yeah.
Marzi in your pan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while we're on, we're just dropping here. Nightbot's just put a discount code in. 15% off till 12 o'clock on Best Sig Liquids. And he's dropped his prices on the
net tobaccos.
The net tobaccos. So don't forget, go check it out, Best Sig Liquid. Pick up some of his net tobaccos. And like I say, you've got a discount code up till 12 o'clock tonight. On BCL 15.
The net tobaccos are about half price.
Right, so yeah, there you go. So your net tobaccos are half price. If you want to try some of his net tobaccos, now's your chance to go over before 12 and
Right. So
have a
they're
look.
half price and you get 15% off. Right.
I don't know, to be honest with
Okay.
you, probably.
That's
Wow.
good.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they come in around about 10 quid and then 15% off, so there'll be
That's
$7.50.
$1.50.
Yeah,
So,
so you might as
yeah.
well. Hey, Bob.
$8.50. Yeah.
I hear this 3% unless it needs to be 5%, but never lower than 1%. But you can take it around 4%, you'll be fine. But never
It's like the Monty Python. 1, 2, 5, 3, sir. No,
It sounded like our flipping, what is it, Prime Minister saying, go out, don't go out.
Simon Atherton just said he likes putting malted milk to help chocolates. I like putting the FA milk.
those little malt, yeah, and double the double clear chocolate. Have you guys ever had those? They're called Maltesers.
Yeah, we have Maltesers here, yeah.
we have them. They're falcons.
Yeah, well,
Maltese falcons.
Yes, and they're addictive, and they're easy as shit to make.
Yeah, they're a bit of a staple of Maltesers for us.
Another one I
used to
found
like
with the chocolate is Jungle Flavors chocolate. The milk chocolate is very like the Nestle chocolate. It's got that kind of dry stuff, and if you put it with the Rice Krispie treats fried Wonder Flavors, you get toffee. You can virtually get toffee crisp.
Oh God, I got to get my notebook. No, you got to say that
I've got
again.
the recipes up on my, and it's nearly a shake and bake vape. I think.
Do you want to share it?
Yeah, I've put it in. It's one of my first ones. I did toffee crisp. Oh, that's it. 3 flavors.
He's going to share the recipe. You can just look
Which is
for
caramel.
it. It's
rice
in
gonna put it
chat,
up?
Zippy.
You're not
It's
going
in,
to put it up?
it's in chat, Zippy.
I'll put it up.
Okay.
Share screen.
It's in chat.
Yeah, he just put it in there. Net reality, and
There
okay,
you
there's
go.
the recipe. If you want.
Oh, there it is. Okay, now I can see that. That made it easier. Now I can write it. Because after I'll forget.
Just a simple 3 flavor. You can tell I like it because I mix it at 100 at 100, and I don't let it steep. I normally vape it all straight away because the caramel Rice Krispie treats when it starts steeping, you start losing the crispiness. So it's actually quite good as a shake and
Good
vape.
thing I got squirreled into buying the Jungle Flavors milk chocolate.
Squirrel then. Huh?
Yeah, a few
Yes,
people
I
put
got
in
squirreled.
with chocolate.
There you go.
Sherlock Holmes have put in 0.25 to 0.5 fresh cream to chocks. And I think Simon put in TPA Galetto and a touch of malted milk helps chocolate. Chocolate?
Yes, malted milk. Yeah, malted milk does really good tricks. And yes, the FA cream or the fresh cream does do good for chocolates too.
I've been
Chocolates are not scary. I really wish people would stop being scared of chocolate.
They terrify me. Yeah.
And
I lay awake at night, my eyes wide open, thinking
I'll share another chocolate
chocolates
recipe.
around
Yeah, yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
Which is after 8 minutes, which is very simple. It was a spree of like I've got to make recipes with 3
Okay.
flavors to keep it
I'm
simple.
sorry, Graham, but that one scares me.
That one scares you.
The creme de menthe, man.
No, do you not like creme de menthe?
I'm scared of mints.
Scared of mint.
Do you
So that's
do
all-
white
that's all-
chocolate? Does
I'll-
anybody like white chocolate? Is it a good white chocolate?
Oh, Jesus, white chocolate. Well, I used to be, well, I still am sort of a huge FLV white chocolate fan. But then somebody got me to buy medicine flower white chocolate, and now I'm screwed. Medicine flower white chocolate. We won't name names, Simon.
What was that white chocolate you got you to buy? What was
Sorry?
that, did you say you got you to buy?
Medicine flower, white
medicine
chocolate.
flower. Medicine
right.
flower white chocolate.
Noted had a they called the perfect chocolate white chocolate, which was Flavor at 2% and white chocolate by Flavor West at 3%, and they said that's the perfect white chocolate.
I actually did. I actually did a mix myself too, and I actually took a few white chocolates and threw them together at different percentage to try and make the ultimate white chocolate.
Well, Sherlock said he's got a great crunchy that's really nice. All you got to do is let it steep for 12 months and it tastes banging.
Tommy V's put in white chocolate by Wonder Flavors is good.
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson
actually
says
tried
white
that
chocolate is not chocolate.
one. No, it's not. Technically, no, it's not. Yes, Tommy, it is expensive, but you use it so low that it lasts a long time.
Oh,
So-
that's the old use it.
Well, the thing
low
is that
thing, huh?
when Noted told us about those 2 flavors and that white chocolate, I thought, oh, great white chocolate. Tasted it and went, no, I want Astor white chocolate. I don't want this posh white chocolate. I want an Astor white chocolate. And then I discovered love. Just stick
Actually-
love in there.
By the way, Simon, don't get too comfy there in chat. You may be like drug into the screen here at some point if we can ever get you up at this hour and get you on the show. So
Oh,
we
he's up
would
at this
like
hour.
to
Don't let him fool you.
we
Tom
would like
says
to
anybody
get
use
you
ruby
on
chocolate?
sometime. Is what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah. But white chocolate really, when you think about it, is not really, well, true, it's not a chocolate. But if you taste the white chocolate flavoring, it's more like a really, like a cream.
Yes.
Yes, it's not really a chocolate as such. Like if you were to put it against, let's say, TFA double chocolate clear, it would not even remotely taste the same. So.
Ruby chocolate. Anybody? Someone's Tony said, has anyone ever tried to use ruby chocolate concentrate?
I think Cupcake World. Is it Cupcake World? This is it.
Yeah, we've got
Simon
to get
says
your people.
get our people to
Yeah.
call his people.
Well, my
so-
people is there. These two. So
Oh, I don't have that one. I thought I did because I think I looked at it once and then.
She knows the white chocolate I like. the Asda Value white chocolate. That's the perfect white chocolate for me. It's just lovely.
I just like Milky Bars.
I don't have the Love yet. That's the one I haven't actually pulled the trigger on, Love, because I didn't really see like the big deal for the Love.
Oh no, but you can say there's a little bit of love gone into that.
Yeah, it doesn't actually taste good. Graham just likes to say, I made it with love. That's all. Yeah.
You have no people.
I was just reading that River have a bunch of MF on sale, apparently.
He has a squirrel steam pugs too. Yeah, add a squirrel to that. You know.
There's a sale on a mullenberry flavors as well.
Oh, River had a bunch of
It's a code.
Rocky, I can't go down to the States because by the time I get it here, I basically have to go work my corner to pay for the stuff.
Yeah, we're just on about that with Asgard Mini, weren't we? It's like $40.
Oh, $40 shipping just to get the Asgard here. It's like, no way. Like
Asgard or you're not Tam, are you?
Asgard.
Asgard. Okay.
No. Asgard.
Yeah. Tam calls it the Asgard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Asgard.
Yeah.
There's also Rainbow Vapes have added lot of their own line in the discount concentrates. So if you want to try some Rainbow Vape flavors.
They have medicine flower there at, is it Nom Noms or Rainbow? One of them, there was medicine flower somewhere.
Not Nom Noms, not Rainbows.
But there is, somebody directed me to this. They call it something else. It's not medicine flower. It's it's been rebranded.
All right.
But yeah.
Oh.
Have a look at that.
I'll find out who, because I can't really remember off the top of my head. I just get Rainbow and Nom Noms or Chefs in my head. And
don't count on it. She told me she was going to vape apple pie by the day's show too, and that never happened. So
I will do it.
Don't hold your breath.
Video of me
and
vaping.
Somebody said they'll buy a cheesecake for the show.
You don't like
no,
cheesecake?
I didn't.
You've never had cheesecake.
I never said I would buy it. You kept trying to pull up cheesecake.
Where's the cheesecake? Where's the cheesecake?
He kept trying to pull up. He was trying to get me to get Sara Lee cheesecake and try
I'll get
it for
any
the first
cheesecake.
one. And Frank
but then
and
we realized
Fresh
the
both told me the other
cheesecake in
night, don't
America.
you dare. So I didn't. I listened to Frank and Fresh. Frank and Fresh. That sounds like a Halloween candy or something. This is our new Frankenfresh Halloween.
Oh, we were calling the one-shot squirt and go. So.
Yeah.
Right, Simon was saying that someone was doing, a mob in the UK were doing a 10% dilution and calling it Lotus.
Oh, Lotus. Yeah, that's what they were calling it, Lotus or something. Yeah. That's what it is. I knew Simon would remember. I can't remember shit.
Yeah, Flavor Depot, that Vapor Depot were doing that.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure. Like I said, it was a place that I'd never been to before, so it doesn't stick in my head, and I've never bought from there. Yeah. But yeah, there was a bunch. Yeah, Vapor Depot. Yeah. But yeah,
right,
I mean,
we're coming up to that time.
Yeah, that was
10:30.
That's great.
So,
wow.
It goes quick. You say it goes quick.
Yeah, 90 minutes on this show for some reason it only takes like 11 minutes.
I see.
So we will go around and say our goodbyes. We will start with Bill.
Thanks for coming on, Zippy. Really appreciate it. I am extremely disappointed you didn't do that. But no, I'm not, just kidding. No, really appreciate you coming on. Wealth of knowledge, and helped out a lot. I got a couple of flavors off of it, and thanks everybody in chat for throwing out a lot of great ideas, and for egg yolk and moist and everything else that you can come up with.
Dangleberries.
I'll throw it over. Yeah, dingleberries. I'll throw it over to Graham.
Okay, thanks, chat. And if anybody comes in and just after the show, have a read down chat. It's been really, really helpful. Yeah. Thanks, Zippy, for coming on. And Simon, you're the last one.
Yeah.
You need the full house.
We'll have a full house of OGAs. Yes.
So I'll pass it on to Zippy.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I had a blast. And listen, I'll come back anytime.
Yep, sounds good.
But
Just
that's
have fun.
because you took off work.
And I will take the
Yeah,
apple
because-
pie.
Yeah.
I'll
You
have
come
the
back
apple
because
pie.
you took off work, so you just liked it because you were off work early. That's all you come
Yeah.
for. You know?
I'm playing hooky.
So yeah, so that's me. So Zippy, thank you very much for coming on. It's been great. Like I say, we have nearly got everybody on now from OGA. So we just got Simon to get older and his last one. But thank you very much. Yeah, it's been very informative. I hope chat has found it informative. There's a few people in there now that's good mixers that are coming in and giving us tips and tricks as well. So like Graham says, if you do see this on replay, definitely check the chat. Have the chat going at the same time and you'll see everything. Matt Hardy, welcome. And goodbye. Yeah, so obviously, I know Sherlock's in. There's a little thing out there. We're going to get Sherlock back on, and what is it?
Nick.
Nick, yeah.
On for a little bit of a.
And-
We're going to have a little bit of mix off between you both.
Yeah.
But you got to make Liam wear
And
his crown.
OGA tonight at let's see, it's 7 here, so that's 4
No.
hours, 11 your all's
No,
time,
no.
I guess, tonight, right?
No, no OG.
No OGA tonight? Okay. No OGA
All right.
tonight. So if
Oh.
you sit there, just wait till next week and it'll be
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Stay
it'll be
right
on
there.
next week. It's usually about
Yeah.
12 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, chat, for being there. Like I say, it's always helpful when people are helping each other out. Thank you very much to the rest of the catchers, Graham, Bill, and Zippy for coming on. You're definitely welcome back whenever. We'll hit you back up to come back on.
Oh.
And yeah, so we should have Bobo back on next week. Hopefully, because he's once he's sorted his shop out. Don't forget to check out Best Sig Liquid and do that BCL 15 for 15% off up till 12 o'clock tonight. Try his net tobaccos and whatever else is on his site. Like I say, he has dropped prices for you to go and have a look. And we'll see you all next week at 9 o'clock. Thank you for
And
watching.
it's a special show next week.
Oh yeah, it's a special show next week because it's Graham's birthday.
Yes.
Yay!
So he's going to get
So-
drunk, apparently.
Yeah. Gonna get drunk and vape squirrel. Yeah.
Exactly. So catch you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Felicia.